Yo, what's up? This your boy XV, X Vision Files, back with another video. This video today is about mega churches, about the evil and the dark world of mega churches. Shouts out to James Jani for bringing us, this content. I want to share with the rest of y'all and give my perspective of it. So, without further ado, let's get into the video.
Members or above. But when we think of spirituality or forms of it, there's normally a distinction between spiritual duty and materialistic desires. Now, I'm not a theologian and I'm not going to pretend to be one, but even I remember verses from the Bible when it came to wealth and building riches, that it wasn't viewed.
Matthew 19:24, and again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God, which is so true. So why all these preachers and all these pastors talk about sow your seed and give me your money and pay your tithes and your 10%, and man, that be bull. They scamming.
Favorably upon. But if my memory is correct, then what was I witnessing in this interview with Copeland? And moreover, some of these preachers. So you've got this preacher, Kenneth Copeland, who founded the Kenneth Copeland Ministries along with his wife, Gloria. They own a $7 million home, a fleet of jets, and their Eagle Mountain International Church has a membership in the thousands, not to mention their television and online broadcasting. Then there's Jesse Duplantis, who sat with Copeland as they both justified their purchases of private jets.
And then the second one I purchased was in January 2004, where
This dude up here boasting about all the jets he bought by scamming the people out of the money. Y'all see this? Y'all see how bold they is with it? They take your money, then they go buy jets and private hangars and stuff like that with your money. This is crazy, man. That's why I don't go to church. I don't trust no pastor. No. If you ain't my dad or my goddamn uncle that raised me right and stuff like that, I'm not trusting that. Other than that, no. These people are some scammers.
Him, who claims to be able to perform miracles, who fills up stadiums and broadcasts it on networks worldwide.
I release it.
Joel Osteen, a very popular figure, especially in Houston, Texas, where his church resides, who's authored books that have been on New York Times bestsellers, as well as hosting church services with celebrities like Kanye West. Creflo Dollar, who has created fundraisers for his private jet.
Oh, Creflo is a crook. Crooklo. His need to call him Crooklo Dollar. He ain't named Crook. That boy right there. Oh man.
Whose ministry owns 2 Rolls Royces and expensive real estate to boot.
God is the gateway to the world of wealth.
There's this Instagram page which is called Preachers and Sneakers, and it's literally just preachers next to the cost of the clothing that they are wearing. Something just isn't right. I keep asking myself how, right? How is it possible to be this braggadocious about your wealth as a preacher and have your followers who not only are okay with it, but help to fund it? And that was when I found out about the pundit. And that was when I found out about the prosperity gospel. What we're looking at is a movement that has seemingly found its way inside of America's biggest mega churches and being taught by its biggest preachers. The Word of Faith movement is its name, and its teachings are often referred to as the prosperity gospel. It's a simple idea. God wants you to be prosperous through your finances, your health, your marriage, and relationships. In fact, those are things that belong to you through your faith, if you are willing to receive it. The prosperity gospel often refers to its believers as little gods. The idea being that we were made in the image of God and therefore possess a level of divinity within us that allows us to bring into existence the prosperity that we've been promised.
You are God, little g. You are God because you came from God, and your DNA and Jesus' DNA are exact. You're exactly like it.
It sounds amazing. So how do I earn this prosperity? How do I access this divine power that I supposedly have? Well, it starts with your faith.
But if you'll stay in faith, there will come a point where God will say, enough is enough. It's payback time.
The Bible says, I know you love the Lord. So you
qualify for prosperity.
Next, you have the act of tithing. The initial concept of tithing was this idea that you give 1/10 of your wealth in some way, shape, or form to a religious organization. Most houses of worship are going to rely on the donation of their congregation in order to
Yeah, don't trust these religious camps and these religious organizations, man. That's why I say I'm not religious at all, man. These are crooks, man. These people are scamming, and the Most High got a special place for them in hell. He got a special place for them in hell. You using his word, using his image to get money out of the people. That's a special place for y'all.
continue their operations, especially mega churches. It is kind of like giving to a charity, but tithing, through the teachings of the prosperity gospel, introduces a, should we call it a plot twist?
Tithing lays the foundation for financial success and abundance.
Tithing is the way for recession or depression to bypass you.
Here, Stephanie from Maryland writes, I sent in my first fruits offering. 2 weeks later, I received, watch this, $2,400.
So now it isn't just about donating your money to a church. It becomes a case where you're exchanging your money in return for actual prosperity. You'll often hear some of these prosperity preachers refer to it as sowing your seed. The implication is pretty obvious to anyone who...
See, sowing your seed. Give them money, and your money is going to grow, and you're going to prosper. And that is a scam. It sounds like a scam. I'm going to give you $1,000, and somewhere down the line, somewhere, you know, I'm gonna get abundance now of money and wealth and nah, man, come on, man. That's bull, man. They scamming, man. These mega churches, man, been doing this for years, decades, way before I came on this earth, man.
...is watching. No, you give us some of your money, and in return, that value will be given back to you in some way, shape, or form. It's the harvest.
I want you to go to the phone or online and sow a seed. Now remember,
somebody's son is going to be set free from alcohol because of your $1,000 seed.
And I'm going to ask you to sow an exceptional and uncommon seed of $1,000.
So click on that donation button to sow $1,000.
Look at them numbers, y'all. Look, this is like they made that. They look like they made that up. Sow your resurrection seed of 1144. What? What? That number just look made up. It's just like a scam.
$144.
So God is giving you the harvest, and the harvest of the seed you sow. You can't expect a harvest if you don't sow seed. Spiritual, physical, or financial.
It's surreal, and it generates a lot of money. On January the 12th of 2008, Kenneth Copeland Ministries took possession of a Gulfstream jet, which was funded all thanks to the donors of his church. In fact, KCM wrote a blog post thanking their followers for helping them, quote, harvest the Gulfstream. But our work is not done. To which the blog then proceeds to remind their followers that they still need $17 million more, which will be used for the, quote, sowing towards the construction of a new hangar, upgrading the existing runway, and purchasing special Gulfstream.
Are you fucking kidding me? This man has said the overall mission. He says sowing towards. That's the key word of saying basically buy my hangar, buy my jet, buy my golf course, buy everything. You talking some sowing towards. Sowing towards new hangar, upgrading the existing runway, and purchasing special GV maintenance equipment. Wow. Wow, really? That's what the people money doing? That's what it's sowing?
Maintenance equipment. Or how about Creflo Dollar's infamous sermon to which he tells his congregation to help him fundraise towards a private jet, all to the response of cheers and applause from the audience.
If I want to believe God for a $65 million plane, you cannot.
He looked fake. I'm sorry, I just wanted to say that right quick. He looked fake. He just looked fake.
Stop me. You cannot stop me from dreaming.
See, Copeland and Dollar's pleas for money, they're not met with criticism and backlash from their congregation. It's celebrated. And prosperity preachers will obviously say that this aids in their quest to spread their message across to different countries.
if I flew commercial
I'd have to stop 65% of what I'm doing.
Conveniently, that message obviously allows them to make even more in donations. But these preachers, they don't just live lavish, right? They put it on full display.
You think Jesus Christ would roll around in a Rolls Royce?
I think he would. Let's get a close-up of Gloria.
This dude just say, I think he would have. I think he would have. Man, you crook. You don't know nothing about Christ. If you really think that that's what it is. You don't know nothing about Christ.
Ring.
Where am I looking? Right here.
You fly in a private plane? Yes, I'm just staying right now in one of the fanciest hotels in New York
Yes, I
City.
am.
You wear very nice clothing. So,
The wealth of these
Look how that sound. That sounded evil just now. Basically telling the people to give me the money right now, and people actually getting up, walking toward the stage. That's crazy.
preachers, they're not seen as gross or hypocritical. In fact, they're seen as proof that the teachings work. It's seen as them actually practicing what they preach. The extravagant lifestyle, that's not a mistake or a flaw. It's a feature of the prosperity gospel. Many of these preachers will say that the funds that they received are used only for ministry purposes. Osteen, for example, says that he doesn't receive any salary from his ministry and all the money he makes comes from his book sales. Look, in some ways, I don't really care if a ministry wants to buy a private jet. It looks optically hypocritical, but I'd rather let theologians argue over the contradictions that those actions have with actual religious texts. I'm more interested in how the money is generated, and it doesn't get more unethical of a promise than it does with the prosperity gospel.
If you're accustomed of giving $10, go to 20. Go up to 70, 80, 100. Raise.
Look at that. He telling you to raise the stakes. Oh, if you give 20, give 30, 40, 50. That's greed, sir. You supposed to be a preacher. That's greed. You being greedy. That let me know you on some bull.
That amount and watch what God will do, because don't you stop sowing offerings. Well, they won't let us go to church. Well, email it in there, text and give or something. You get that tithe in that church, you get that offering in that church, and then you go home and you do what we're supposed to do.
All right, y'all. That's the video more longer than that. Like I say, shouts out to James Jani for bringing this information. Very eye-opening about these mega churches. Don't trust these mega churches at all, man. It's another scam. Another scam, man. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that video right quick to y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm supposed to be uploading another one, but we'll see what happens. But this your boy X Vision, the X Vision Files, and may the Most High bless all y'all.